But against the world.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop.
Going to lower the flag of Nigeria and raise the flag of the United States.
The Southerners, Nigeria is not for you. I want us to just listen to this message of Atiku Abubakar. Let's listen to Atiku Abubakar and hear what he said in this very short message.
We Northerners always think about Nigeria more than other parts of the country.
That they in the North think about Nigeria more than other parts of the country. True or false? My brother, for me, it is true. But the question is, what are they thinking about? What is the reason why they are bent on being in this Nigeria? What is their own pursuit? I agree with the statement he's making. That the people that are talking about that want to die for one Nigeria is the northern part of Nigeria. For what reason? That should be the question. Why are you doing what you are doing? Let us listen to him fully so that we can understand what this idiot is saying.
Northerners we Northerners always think about Nigeria more than other parts of the country. This is simply because we are multi-ethnic and multi-religious.
This is a lie. This is where the lie comes in. The only reason a northerner is clamping on one Nigeria talking about is because they believe that they cannot be on their, they do not have the resources to sustain them. They are so lazy that they cannot be able to cultivate the resources they have in their own land. Every one of them is jumping on the resources in Biafra land, the oil. The only reason the North is bent on holding onto Nigeria till today is the same reason that the British gave them during independence. When they refused to join, these people from the onset refused to be part of Nigeria. The northern part of Nigeria, Abubakar Tafawa Balewa and Co., they refused to be part of one Nigeria. They said they want to be on their own. During independence, they were not ready. The southern part of Nigeria went for independence and the North said they are not ready. This clown is forgetting that. The North said that they are not ready for independence. Why Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe and Nahoro and other Southerners were going for the independent, the North said they were not ready. And the South were busy convincing them. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe was in the front, convincing them, begging them to join. Until the British went to them and explained to them that if you remain on your own, you cannot survive because you do not have the resources to survive. You don't have the capacity to survive on your own. So join the one Nigeria so that we can give you the power. You can be able to rely on their resources to build your own side and sustain yourself. This is the reason why the Northerners are bent on holding on to one Nigeria for better, for worse, by fire, by force, including taking innocent lives. It is not because they are multi-whatever or multi-whatever this guy is talking. The only reason the North is holding on to one Nigeria is because of the resources in Biafra land. That is the only single reason. There is no other thing. They have tried everything they can to see if they can get oil in their own side. If the North has had the resources we have, more especially this oil, if they have had it in the North, you will never ever speak about Nigeria today. You will just wake up and hear they are gone. You wake up and hear they're gone. You know how much Muhammad Buhari, that terrorist, spent in looking for oil in the North. At a point in time, they told us they found oil in Sokoto State or whatever, wherever, in Chad. They said they saw oil in Sokoto State, the boundary between Nigeria and Chad. That they saw oil there. And they tell you the amount that was spent to explore that oil, billions of dollars was spent in search of oil in the North, just to see if they can have it. After spending that money, the same money they got from our land, they didn't find anything. What they found, they called oil, what they propaganda, nothing there. The only reason the North is holding on to the one Nigeria is nothing but because of the oil. That's all. There is no other reason. This nonsense, this idiot is trying to speak here. They are multi-ethnic, this is a blatant lie. And I want you to pay attention to these lies when they come. When we see these lies, we debunk. This is one of the terrorists. Let us hear him.
We Northerners always think about Nigeria.
I agree. But why do you think about Nigeria?
More than other parts of the country.
Agreed.
This is simply because we are multi-ethnic and...
It is a lie. This is where the lie comes. You are not multi-ethnic or multi-religious with everything. Look at the massacre that you are conducting in your place. Almost the Christians in the northern part of Nigeria is wiped away. And this idiot is here talking rubbish. That they are multi this and multi that. You are multi nothing. You are multi nothing. There is nothing multi about you. This is where the lie comes in.
Multi-religious. There is no any other ethnic group in the Southwest other than Yoruba.
Now here, for some of you Southerners who see truth and you don't know it, those of you idiotic Biafrans who don't know their left and right, you are from the old Southeastern region. You don't want to educate yourself. You are from Oduduwa land. You don't want to educate yourself. Listen to this idiot educate you. Atiku Abubakar is speaking to you. Since you don't know whom you are, when we tell you there is only one United States of Biafra and there is only one Biafra, the old Southeastern region, every single one of us there, we are all regarded as Igbos. In the Southwest, you have the Yorubas, and in the North, you have the Hausas. When we say it, people get angry. Oh, you're not Igbo. Oh, you're not Yoruba. Oh, this one. You are an idiot. The people that are holding you captive, they know this fact. It doesn't matter what you call yourself. When they see you as one people, the Biafran people. They see you as Igbo. That is why in one of the broadcasts of Mazin Nandekan, he said, we are all Igbos. Some idiot misunderstood him. He is not trying to take away your dialect from you. But we are all connected. We have the same ancestral parents. We are one. And the Janjaweed know that. That is why they treat us equal. Go to the northern part of Nigeria. As long as you're from the old Southeastern region, they will regard you as an Igbo man. It doesn't matter your language. It doesn't matter what you speak or your color. And look at Atiku Abubakar testifying to that fact that in the Southeast, you have the Igbos. In the Southwest, you have the Oduduwa people, the Yoruba people. And in the North, you have them. And that is how they see us. And we know that that is whom we are. But they themselves are clinging on one Nigeria because of our wealth. But some of us, our idiotic people, don't understand it. I want you to hear this lesson. Listen to this lesson from Atiku Abubakar. Maybe you understand.
Ethnic group in the Southwest other than Yoruba. There is no any other ethnic group in the Southwest other than Igbo. So,
did you hear it? There is no ethnic group in the Southeast, old Southeast region, except Igbos. There is no other ethnic group in the Southwest, except the Yorubas. Very, very clear. And he knows The Yorubas are asking for Yoruba nation, and we are asking for Biafra as a country. We are not asking about Igbo. Nobody is talking about Igbo nation. We are not clamoring for Igbo nation. That is another lie he's going to spill here. I want us to pay attention to this word of wisdom that we want to borrow from here. They say sometimes you borrow word from your enemies. There are some things you can borrow to learn. Borrow word from this man. Borrow this thing he's saying to educate yourself.
In the southwest, either the Yoruba. There is no any other ethnic. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Yoruba. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Igbo. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Yoruba. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Igbo. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Yoruba. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Igbo. So that's why they identify themselves as Igbo nation, Yoruba nation, whatever nation they call themselves. But in the north, what are you going? You can only identify yourself as a northerner because there is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Yoruba. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Igbo. So that's why they identify themselves as Igbo nation, Yoruba nation, whatever nation they call themselves. But in the north, what are you going? You can only identify yourself as a northerner because we are.
And that is the lie. In the north, they identify themselves as Arewa. You see how these idiots spill lies. In the northern part of Nigeria, they identify themselves as the Arewa. Even this idiot, he uses that word Arewa. He uses it.
Massachusetts, can I come in a little bit, please?
Go ahead.
Is it possible? Okay. You see, Biafrans, Nigerians, Ududuwas. Look, before this country called Nigeria, who are you? Who was your forefathers? The politicians are gathering again to deceive us. And these politicians you're looking at right now, they have been there for long. They are the architects of the problem we are facing today that made many of us littered in a foreign land, many running for their lives in homeland. Number one, this man who talks about North, because this is where the first deceit come from. This is where the first lie come from his mouth. He said that they identified as a northerner. Asked him, is he a northerner or a Fulani man? Or is it that he is a northerner in the day or concerning Nigerian resources, but in the night he becomes Fulani man? Asked him. He said that there is secular state is what he said, right? He said about secular state. During the last election, prior to the last election, something happened that a girl in a high school was stoned and burned to death.
Exactly,
Deborah. Yeah, Deborah.
They are multi-religious, multi-secular.
Dude, and this man that is talking right now on this video, he tweeted it. He kind of condemned it. But immediately he was called and cautioned. He removed that and denied that tweet. So where is his secular state and he being the Nigeria he quote? This is the same way they deceive the Hausa people. And today, there is no Hausa man in the top government, counting from their state governors now to the local government. You don't talk about them in the Senate House, in the House of Assemblies, or you don't talk about them in the presidency and co. Just look at them. Look at all the positions that matters in Nigeria. They are all occupied by Fulani invaders, Fulani from Vutajalons. And they come to tell you that they are one Nigeria. That is their pretense. That is how they penetrated the north. And today the north are gone. The north could not have their lands again. They could not have their own emir, their own traditional rulers. They have all gone, replaced with Fulanis. And they are lying to you, giving you these sweet words, telling you that your original leaders, that is your citizens, your fellow citizens, your indigenous, that they are corrupt. That is what they used to penetrate the Northerners, the Hausas.
Exactly.
Today, the Hausas are no more Hausas again. Look at them. If you go to the eastern side, go to the west, they are doing shoemakers. They are doing gatemans. Their homelands, they cannot access it again. Major part of them count from Plateau, where Gowan is from. Plateau State, Mangu Plateau State is gone. Many other parts have gone. You talk about Southern Kaduna when El-Rufai was governor. Go to Southern Kaduna today, as big as Southern Kaduna is, you can only found some IDPs. The original owners have gone. The Christians, they have massacred them. The rest the one that remained, they chased them to IDP camps. The same thing goes at Benue. You see Reverend Fathers packing their things on hills, crying. But those Reverend Fathers, I say to them, and I say to Rome, because we that claimed, we that are Christians to the core, we that carries Bibles, we that have churches every crook and corners in our areas, what do we get in return? This our religious leaders, this Rome Vaticans, the Bocan families, the royal families, Christian families, they are supporting the invaders. Those who knock their heads on ground, terrorizing and killing our people, taking up our land, burning churches, killing Christians in their numbers. And these nations did not talk about it. These Christian nations cannot talk about it, apart from the one I had that the Pope said yesterday. What about the one of previous? The late Pope, what did he do? He closed his mouth. And they are talking about the one in Palestinian and the little thing that happened in the Middle Belt and the Ukraine. So I'm calling you all Biafrans, do not fall for this. Even those so-called Nigerians, do not fall for this. These people, tell these people, if they mean well for you, Northerners, let them send their brothers and sisters that they have brought to occupy your land from Futajalons. Let them leave. And let them bring those that have killed to life. Let them withdraw all their emirs and put your indigenous Royal Highness or emirs, if they so much love you. The person that is on microphone talking to you that they are more Nigerian than others, ask him where he was born. Is he truly a Nigerian by birth? Even as a Fulani man he is. That will tell you who stand to lose a lot. It is you, the citizens. It is we, the indigenous. That is why these people are not, they don't care about what they are doing with the resources that come from that nation. They are embezzling it, putting it out, just like the former administration did. Go to Niger State, Niger Republic, and go and control the highest railway with the refineries, while the country that is so much loved, called Nigeria, Buhari could not even service the refiner the refineries that are working there. But he went to Niger Republic. I think Niger Republic, right? He went and built those things that he built.
Yeah, Niger Republic, yeah.
Niger Republic. Open your eyes, all you citizens, and reject these people with their lies and deceit. Mazi True Survivor, I thank you and I yield. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. So let's continue to listen to what this man is saying.
Multi-ethnic and multi-religious. Multi-ethnic and multi-religious.
A lie.
When you come to you gave an example of grazing or open grazing. One, I am a manufacturer of livestock feeds, from cattle to poultry. Two, I have more than 1,000 heads of cattle. They have never moved out of one location.
So why are you supporting open grazing?
So it's simply introducing modern methods of looking after our livestock. No more, no less.
What is your position with the Fulanis?
That is it. They will always say this to deceive themselves. You claim you produce livestock feed, you have your own cows, they are not moving out. Why are you not now supporting to close up the open grazing? Why is that your people are still carrying cow up and down to take innocent lives? Why do you still support open grazing? Some of us, I pity some of us in the South that don't understand what Nigeria is built for. Nigeria is meant to keep you captive. Nigeria is meant to destroy you, not to build you. Every of these people you see as leaders, they know what they want and they know that Nigeria is a business center. It was not built for any citizen to succeed or to any citizen to have a better life. That is why if you want a better life, you should fight for the disintegration of the zoo. We must destroy that status quo. If you want a better life, Biafrans are gone already. For those of you who are still clamoring, who are still holding on, you are complaining and you are doing nothing. Sorry, you will continue to complain until you are gone. The Biafran people are gone already and we are gone for good. And there is no going back. You're welcome, my beloved brother Greg. Greg, open up your mic and speak to us. Let's hear you.
Hello, Mazi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother. You're welcome.
Yeah, please, can I speak in 5 minutes? Let me get the plate back, please. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, my brother. So, these are the things we have seen, and we know we have a bunch of liars everywhere. The political elites, these are people who have already keyed into the project of keeping you enslaved to enrich themselves. And these kind of individuals, they are in the southeast, they are in the southwest, they are in the north, they are in the middle belt. They are everywhere you can think of. The people that have been bought over by the colonial master and they are doing their master's bidding. The project is to make sure they subject you to abject poverty to the extent that you cannot be able to fight for yourself anymore. To create fear inside you that you'll be so scared to even speak about your freedom. They are everywhere. They are in the north. They are in the south. They are in the east. The ones in Biafra land are the most dangerous. Those ones in the Biafra land, they are the most dangerous ones. The one that will come and tell you that Biafra is dead. A Biafran will open his mouth and tell that Biafra is dead, even when he has seen it. That Biafra is more alive today than it was in the past. Biafra is more alive today than it was during the Civil War. Before the Civil War, the awareness the world has today about Biafra, they didn't have it before the Civil War. They didn't have it. Even while the Civil War was happening from 1967 to 1970, people did not know what was going on. what the world know about Biafra today. If they have known it then, I doubt if the zoo will have the support they had then. Because at a point in time, the United States switched over, and the United States was about supporting Biafra to get their independence before Biafra have already accepted their criminal agenda of no victor, no vanquish. And before Biafra could get away of that, it was too late. Only after the Civil War that the document leaks about the plans of the United States to support Biafra. And there are so many things that worked against Biafra then that people didn't know today. But things that are happening today is what the Biafran people, our eternal leader, Dim Odumojuku, saw far ahead. He saw 100 years ahead of time. Today, those things that worked against us during the Civil War cannot work against us today. The Civil War was just immediately after the independence. After the independence, at that very time, people were still holding on to their territory created by this colonial master. People were still holding on to the territorial boundary created by the colonial master. And they felt it was the right thing to do. So, the support for Biafra was weakened by that. People are still coming out from their colonial master, and they feel that the boundary created by the colonial master is the best for them. More especially in Africa, people are still clinging on that colonial creation. And the West, we are bent on holding on to how they have shared Africa in Berlin. Not like now. In this recent age, Africans have realized that the boundaries created by the colonial master was for their own selfish interests, and it has not brought peace. It only brings destruction, confusion, trouble. That is why you will see somebody who is a Yoruba man in Benin Republic as a Beninois. You see brothers, you see a boundary dividing a brother from a brother, and they will tell you that your brother is not your brother anymore, and people accept it then. But today, it is no longer acceptable. As we speak today, Africans are ready to rebuild their boundaries according to how nature made it. We are ready to go back to where we are coming from. We are ready to be able to create our own boundary, create our own constitution, build our own nation based on our own standard and our own culture. That is what Traoré is doing today. Ibrahim Traoré is doing today in Burkina. And you can see the massive support that all the Africans are giving Ibrahim Traoré for going back to root. And it is this going back to the root that the Biafran people are pursuing today earnestly. And I bet you, as we have gone out of the zone and we are pursuing a recognition, the recognition is going to flow in the way you do not believe it. It is going to come as a surprise. It doesn't matter how long it takes. Consistency is the key. We must remain consistent. That is why it is important that every one of us hold on to the United States of Biafra, because that is what you want to be recognized. What we are pursuing the recognition is not Briggy. We are not pursuing the recognition of Briggy. If you want somebody to recognize, you have to show the people, what do you want them to recognize? What is that you want them to recognize? So sometimes I find it difficult to see people in that Briggy saying that they're looking for recognition. What do you want people to recognize? What are you looking for its recognition? Are you looking for the recognition of Briggy? What are you seeking for its recognition? And that is where you see the deceit from those who call themselves lobbyists and those who call themselves lawyers of Biafra. Suing the same organization, the same country they are supposed to recognize, the same country they are supposed to pursue its recognition. That is what they sue in a court. And they were not ashamed. What kind of conflict of interest is that? Unbelievable. That the same country you are supposed to defend as a law firm, the same country you are supposed to fight for the recognition as a lobbyist, is the country you are suing, and you are standing against it. The same country you want to recognize, that is the country you are speaking against on your platform on a daily basis, calling them names, painting them evil. I don't understand it. Only a devil and somebody who has a bad motive will do that. It is what you present to the people is what I'm going to recognize. You're asking for recognition. What do you want the world to recognize? Every one of us know Master Samuel has sang it as a song for more than a year. that we are going to go into the United States of Biafra and from there pursue the recognition of the United States in Biafra. When every one of us started vote on referendum, the referendum vote, go and check what was written in that vote that you counted. Some of you, maybe you didn't read it. You didn't read it. Go and read what was written on that referendum form. What was written there? That you support that the Biafra will be restored as the United States of Biafra. The United States of Biafra, that was what you voted for. That you support the redeclaration of the United States of Biafra. You support the rest of Biafra, and you say that the declaration should be the United States of Biafra. That was what you voted for. But it's unfortunate that today you can see people wake up from dream and begin to say things that are not obtainable. Conflict of interest that is unbelievable, including educated people, lawyers, and the people that call themselves lobbyists. And I asked them, what were you lobbying for? You're lobbying for Brigi? Or you're lobbying for what? You are suing the same country you are supposed to defend that employed you. That you were aware when the declaration was made. A plan led down by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. He sealed it. I still have numerous videos that I play here on my platform where he made it clear what we are about to do. It wasn't a secret. It wasn't hidden. It was all done in the open. Explain to them one by one, including these lobbyists. The audio that the Deputy Prime Minister released, I played it here. They saw what the discussion between her and the lobbying group, lobbying firm, and the law firm that defends us. And yet, because of selfish interests, because of wickedness, hatred, you decide to destroy what you are supposed to be. You destroy yourself, and you think you're destroying somebody. You destroy yourself. The same thing you claim to be fighting for, you destroy it by your own self. It is really, really sad. It is very, very sad and unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yet, you see people that call themselves Biafrans begin to go on that route. It is sad. My brother Greg, if you're ready, you can go ahead and speak to us.
Yeah, thank you, Maz. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Biafrans. My greetings to all our brethren all over the world. We are giving God thanks for today, Monday, the day that God Himself has given us. He has made this day. We thank God for His children. He has assigned for special assignment Maz Nnamdi and Maz Simon Ekpa. And we will continue to call upon His name, handing them over to Him that is above all. Him that all power belongs to. Let Him take care of them in all situations and give them all their heart desires, because we know their heart desire is Biafra and the well-being of their people Biafra. So may God grant that request and give them freedom. That is our prayer today. We thank all the Biafrans back home who are keeping to the promise, who are showing the whole world that they are eager to leave Nigeria, that our battle is not just a mere this thing, but we are tired of Nigeria and we want to be free. We want to be on our own. So I congratulate all the Biafrans that are sitting at home, and my prayers is that God will reimburse them in anything that they have lost today. And God will keep them and strengthen them and feed them with all the blessings. Here is my attitude. You know, when you are talking about the lawyers, let me start from where you stop. You know, every every person that is not from Africa, even some Africans that find themselves in North Africa, they don't see themselves as an African. So when you see these people that is called themselves the lobbyists and the lawyer, they are not here because they want to help us to do anything, even though they are on contract for Biafrans to come to help us achieve what we want to achieve. Even though they have given them the contract to do the needful, their own aim is only the money, how to use an African to make money. Nothing and nothing more. Otherwise, if those lobbyists, as they call themselves, we are honest, if they were really people who want to do the job as a professional lobbyist and the lawyers, he would have called attention to those people and asked them, what is exactly your problem? He would have called the two parties on the table starting from December time when this problem came, and call them on the table and look every person on his eyes and tell them what is the truth. If they were indeed, they wanted to help us, as that man claimed. He said, I don't see myself as just a lobbyist. I see myself as a Biafran. I am here not to help you to lobby. I'm here to help you to fight for your freedom, just like as you are fighting. All Biafrans opened their heart and accepted this man. But now he have a complete different thing in his mind. So they are looking for money, not for your well-being, not for your freedom. That is the fact. So, and Biafrans should not keep calm and trust these people. They should open their eyes and know that they are come for a different kind of business, not business that will benefit and they will benefit. But they don't care if you have your freedom. What they want is that money that they will get from you, nothing more. That is it. So when you let me touch about the article that is claiming that they have more national this thing in the north, and in the east, it's only the Igbos and the west, the Yorubas. So that is a very good message. But the point there is, in the north, where he claimed that they have more culture and more religion, if they have accepted themselves as more culture and more religion as he wants to present it to the world, why are they killing every Christian in the north? Since they have accepted themselves as multinational, why are they killing other tribes and forcing them to take their land? Why are they killing the Plateaus? Why are they killing the Benues? Why are they killing the Christians in Borno, in Jigawa? Why are they killing them? Since they have accepted that they are one nation, one people in the north, undermining their religion. Why did he not come out and condemn the killing of the border? He article. You know, they not always think that they are clever. They always think that they know how to deceive the international world to present themselves as if that they are not the problem. As they claim that we are the problem, why can't they leave us, let us go and make our problem within ourselves? Since we are the problem in Nigeria, let us go. Let them go to the north and they have their one multinational and multi-religions, since they accept each other in the north there. So I don't know why they always think that their lies will save them. Just as go on continue lying. You see? So everybody are come to understand the lies of the north. That they are liars, and they tell liars to deceive people and deceive the international community, and they present complete different thing that is not what is happening in the so-called evil country Nigeria. So they not accepted themselves. That's what he wants to present to the world. That they don't have problem, they are multinational, that the more religious, that they don't have problem. Is this South that want to go, the East wants to go, and the Yoruba nation wants to go, but they don't have any nation. They only have one Northern. So, and they accepted themselves. So why can't they allow the people who want to go, let them go, and let them be on their own as they accepted in each other, and let the whole world know who is the problem. People who will continue to lie. So you cannot change the Northerners. They think that those things lies they sold for everybody for the past 50 or whatever years. That think that lie is still selling. No, nobody wants to buy those lies again. They have everybody's eyes now open and see all their tricks and all their evil and the agenda that they want to achieve. They don't have any other agenda than to Islamize every person by force. I don't have a problem people to preach about the religion. If you want the people to follow your religion, you go and you preach to them. It's a gospel, not by killing them and force them by taking their land and force them into Islam. That cannot work. So, and that trick can no more sell in that country. Everybody now have opened their eyes. So we will continue doing what we are doing until we are totally free. And Biafrans should wake up. Stop listening to those propagandas of Remi Jews and Dada Ramma and all the evil people who are not here to fight for freedom. They are only here to get money from the YouTube or whatever they call it, media business. People who don't contribute anything, manner, finance, morally, no encouragement, only evil, and to criticize the people who are doing important things. And they think that thing will work. It cannot work. So I want to encourage the Biafrans to continue to fight for their freedom. Like as you said, on the weekend they were making propaganda where is to go 247 and run away. How can you go run away? Choose to run away. Everybody run away. So people cannot get sick. People cannot get some other things they're supposed to do, take them for one day. That is why they came out and they lied that the Tangoda Rebel say let there be no fundraising for the military again. Because you say let us go home and they arrange ourselves after the declaration of Biafra. Let us have only that one weekend. And from there, the